I welcome you, the 2019 NFC West Champs. What is up, everyone? Coffee break is here, and I feel like weight has been lifted off my shoulders. To win the way this team did on Sunday night, it's stuff you can only make up in Hollywood. I mean, talk about a storybook ending to the regular season. This team has given me, I don't know how many heart attacks the last few weeks, but they have all been worth it. Dre Greenlaw, what a tackle. This young man stepped up for Quan, and we all had question marks because Quan was having a Pro Bowl year before he got hurt. The man just went crazy at CenturyLink Field, and it was a performance both Bowman and Willis would be proud of. But that's just a clutch tackle at the goal line to finish that game. It was so sweet to watch the Niners celebrate on that field and in that locker room. I mean, season's not over, but that felt really good. Now, let's talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, because I don't know how many times this man has to prove it to you. He's the real deal. No mediocre quarterback goes into CenturyLink and answers with touchdowns against Russell Wilson. They were answering every bell, and every touchdown we're like, okay, this is the knockout punch. This is the knockout punch. But you knew it was always going to come down to one last play. And I still saw it all on Twitter. Folks still saying, well, he had 0 touchdowns. I mean, I can't help you if you don't see it. It's just passing the eye test. You pass the eye test. You think Kirk Cousins could go into CenturyLink and win like that? Dak Prescott? Carson Wentz, for that matter? I mean, there's only a handful of quarterbacks who can do that. Jimmy Garoppolo did not make any mistakes. Put his team in a position to win. Should have had the ball to end the game if it wasn't for that penalty against Ben Garland, which was questionable at best. I have full confidence in Jimmy Garoppolo. He can do it all. I have no worries. He has the it factor, and if you can't see it, I mean, there's really not much I can do to help you. He's coming off a knee injury, and to still go 13-3, I mean, that is pretty good if you ask me. Now, Raheem Mostert, talk about taking the leap this year. He had a pair of touchdowns in this one, and it's crazy how the depth chart in this running back room has changed during the season. Started with Coleman, then Breida had a run, and now you're seeing Raheem Mostert go crazy. It's clear that Shanahan would rather go with Mostert right now, but it's a great running back room regardless. So we're kind of spoiled with that. Now you look at Deebo Samuel, looking like the weapon we all thought he can be coming off the draft. He was one of my best players coming into this year, and it's proven that this was the right pick in the second round. Folks will throw in Metcalf. Folks will throw in A.J. Brown. Those are all good receivers, but for the system, Kyle Shanahan knows what he's doing. He knows what he needs to bring in for this offensive scheme, and I think Deebo fits the mold. Now, speaking of Kyle Shanahan, I mean, he's proven yet again that he can be the coach of the year. I hate that we jump to conclusions in every loss. We dissect it to the bone, but make no mistake, Kyle Shanahan is one of the most brilliant coaches in the NFL, and it's showing. The scheme and game plan he rolls out every week is incredible, and that has a lot to do with him and this coaching staff. I love this coaching staff as a whole in general. This team kind of bonds together very well. Players understand their role, and having to lose both tackles, having to make a tough decision with benching Goodwin and Pettis earlier in the year. And now in this game, you take out Akello. Metcalf was giving him problems. Bring in Mosley, which did a better job in the small sample size. But these are the tough decisions you make as a head coach. Some of the most gutsy moves you can make. He made them, and those moves paid dividend. Let me also give some love to this offensive line, who did a much better job on the Seahawks defensive line this time around. Remember, Jadeveon Clowney was just all over Garoppolo in the first matchup. Well, Staley anchored that down, and he was a bit emotional after the game, and overall, I'm just happy for him. He was there in the Harbaugh era. It was on the other end of those games in many occasions, but I'm glad he's back in this position, in a position where we can go to the Super Bowl and possibly win a ring. Let's win a ring for Joe. I mean, the longest tenured 49er as of right now. Joe's been a true pro, never complained, even through the tough years. I really love seeing Joe's emotions just sort of spill out at the end of that game. Well, I mean, I honestly did not see this year coming. I know the NFC West was going to be stacked, but to win the West and clinch the number 1 seed is something I can only dream of when the year started. I don't have to dream no longer. The NFC would have to go through Levi Stadium, and I'm here. I'm here for it. And I'm sure you are here too. I mean, last night felt like a dream, but the season's not over. A lot more of these memorable moments still yet to come, but I can't wait. 2 weeks couldn't come fast enough, if you ask me. Anyways, guys, I'm done talking. Let me get your thoughts on this awesome game. We finally beat the Seahawks in CenturyLink Field. How is the faithful feeling on this beautiful Monday? Go ahead and just smash that comment section. Let me hear from you guys. I saw so many faithfuls on TV there in Seattle. It was nice to see the whole gang there cheering on the squad. This year has been phenomenal. My channel has kept growing, and it's all because of your support. Thank you. You guys truly are awesome. You guys truly rock, and I can't wait for 2020. Big things are still yet to come. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Peace.